Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Mariah and I hope you're all having a great day. Today I am doing a requested video. I am going to try to show you guys how to make one of the tins that I did. This is the tin that I did for my whip and chat, Mrs. Coffee and Crochet's 1 hour whip challenge. I made one of these tins but didn't really explain what I was doing. I was just making the tin. And so today I thought I would try to do it slower and break it down so that you guys can get an idea of how to make one on your own if you would like to do so. I'm going to try not to use my heat gun in the video today because it's not, it speeds up time, but you don't have to have one. So basically, I'm just going to show you the basics on how to start. Now, the tins that I did, they're just inspiration. I was inspired. I do get tins from Patty Wax. I've bought many of her tins, so I've got my inspiration there. I've also bought things on Etsy and took inspirations from there and just kind of made it my own. These are not things that I sell. It's just something that I wanted for myself, and I just figured making them would be cheaper, to be honest, and good gift ideas, guys. You can put gift cards. There's lots of videos on YouTube on how to alter these tins. Now, the best way to find them is look up how to alter an Altoid tin, if I'm saying it right. Altoids, yeah. The Altoid tins are the same size, pretty close, and so there's a whole lot of crafting videos on how you can alter those tins. So just real quick, just so I could show you a couple of different things that I did. The very first one that I made was this one. It's one of Myka Jelina's art pieces. She has business ID cards or driver's license. I put my driver's license and debit card, but she does sell these on her website for a little over $5, and it's got the cardstock on the outside, so you would get two from this, and then she's got a decorated matching cardstock on the inside. So I was inspired and bought the Adeline one and made this tin. But let me get back to this. So this was my very first tin, and I didn't know what I was doing. I just had one of these ID cards to go off of, and then I bought paper, which I'll show you in a second. And so I picked papers that I thought would match, and then I put the corresponding on the bottom. The reason why I wanted to show you this tin is because I'm using glossy Mod Podge, and they do come in bigger bottles. I get these at the Dollar Tree for $1. I like that it's got a flip top, so I have portion control. I can just dump a little on the tin if I need to. Real easy to store. I'm not messing with a big bottle. If you have a big bottle, it's fine. Just for me, this works great. So this is the result that you're going to get from the glossy. I did use the same picture and used matte because I wanted to know how the matte would turn out. And this picture seems much clearer than the one with the matte. I also noticed the glossy dries clear. You can see where there's some white bubbles where the matte didn't dry so good. See, it's just, let me see the inside of this tin. So you can kind of see how it's kind of white and bubbly. So this was the outcome. She's still really pretty, but this is the outcome of using the matte. So I recommend the glossy. And again, that's just Mod Podge. That's all that I use for glue. I'm sure you could use any other glue, but for me and what I've been doing, this works great. Okay, so I did one with the business card. Then I ordered Adeline, and she was also the ID card, and made her. But this time I put a couple little rhinestones that I had. These are actually sparklers right here from DP with Sparklers, and then this rhinestone right here was left over from my Craftably journal I made. And this is also in the clear Mod Podge. Also, I put a whole lot of glue on this, and I started lessening the glue. You don't need a lot of glue. Then I wanted to see, okay, well, can you use the Diamond Art Club stickers? And when I do a canvas, I cut the stickers out and I save them because I reference them while I'm working a canvas. But if you notice, they're all different sizes. Too big for the tin. However, I did do one with Worlds Away. Her sticker fit. I lost some of the purple hair and stuff that you get on the bottom, but for the most part, she turned out all right, and she's just a sticker. Also, I used a little bit too much glue during that time, but nothing on the bottom. And this is her inside. Oh Lord. Here we go. I did purples for the inside. But you don't have to do a bottom. I just didn't want to waste any of the business card that I purchased from Myka, so I did do a bottom. But to be honest, I prefer it without. So I found that you could, depending on your sticker, you could do one of your canvas stickers. I did do Distracted by Diamonds. This is the current whip that I got going on. This was just a white paper with her little picture on the inside, and I did glue this paper down. Paper's a little bit more harder. I got a couple of wrinkles, but it's not going anywhere. It's sealed with the Mod Podge. I also kind of stamped up around the edges to make it more colorful. Nothing on the bottom, and this is the inside for her. And I just keep like my glue dots and my multi-placers and things like that, and this goes in my little tool bag. And then the last one I made was when I hit my 200 giveaway. I was actually working on one that night, and I wanted to make it sparkly. So it's got like a black glitter bottom. It's got the sticker, and I just put one coat of glue over the top, and then this is the inside. Now, to be honest, what I used for down here, I'm not even gonna lie, nail polish. I was just trying it out. So I did kind of go heavy with the nail polish. You don't have to go that heavy, but it just goes to show that anything that you have, like nail polish or what have you, leftover special drills, you can do these however you want. This is also, I have a tin of stickers. I have all my cover minders on the top of this tin. It's just a cookie tin, but I have all kinds of stickers in here. So you could literally take any sticker. If you guys have stickers at home, I'm sure you've gotten diamond ones, or who knows. Or you can order them in bulk on Amazon. They do have sticker packs for people that sticker bomb their laptops and stuff. So anything, you can do it with anything, guys. So let me put that off to the side. So I made the big tins, and again, one was with paper, ID cards from Myka Jelina, just a regular sticker, Diamond Art Club sticker, and then, you guys, I made a matching mini one. Now this is my first one. She goes with this. Now, the next time I do it, I'm going to cut the top off and put the picture more in the center. But again, it's got the sparklers on the top. I stained the bottom, so it kind of is like the pants. And these you can use for trash drills, wax. I I do have one that I bought on Etsy that has a magnet on the bottom, and you can use it as a cover minder or, you know, trash or what have you. But to be honest, I just throw this little thing here in my tool bag and don't stick it to anything. So magnets are optional, but you guys, you can make your own ones of these. So I used the little sticker that you would use for a journal or what have you that comes with the Diamond Art Clubs now, and made a little, like a little trash thing. But you could use these, if it's not for diamond painting, you could use them for medicine. If you want to put medicine in your pocket or in your purse, or who knows what all you could put in there. So now I have my little tin for my glue dots and stuff, and then I have a little trash thing. So now that I've explained it all, let's get into making them. All right. Let me just move some of the stuff on my way. This is the box of tins that I got on Amazon. I will link what I can down below. The tins I did get on Amazon. I got a box. You can get them in silver or black. You can get them in different sizes. Excuse me. This is just plain black tins, and they come in the bags. Just silver on the inside, black on the outside. We'll leave one out because we're going to work on it. I think this was like a box of 8 for under $10, but you can get, they have different deals. I wasn't quite sure. I was trying to figure out the measurements just by looking online. Oops, sorry. Just by looking online. So I just got what I thought was the right size and checked out. Then you can get a bag of these little metal tins. These also come in black or silver. These come in black and silver, black or silver. And I think another color. But you get a bag of these as well. So there you go. Now, if you don't have the money to jump on Amazon right now, which I get it, people can't, you know, times are hard right now, guys. If you don't have the money to jump on Amazon, you can literally go buy a tin of Altoids for like $2, and it's the same concept. Excuse me, I need to take a sip of my drink. Same concept. I've seen people put it on the barbecue pit and char it up different colors. All you need is a tin. When you get them kind of bulky like this, it is nice because then you can kind of experiment around and, you know. But if you just want to do one just to see how it goes, do an Altoid tin. Okay, so move that off to the side. All right, so in today's video, I'm going to do the Remember Me that I bought. Only because I really want to do one. And hopefully, I'm going to lose some. I'm going to lose some of the image. Hopefully not a lot of the image. And again, I do hope that I explain this correctly. But just to be, literally, all you need to start a tin is a tin, some glue, and either a sticker, a piece of paper, a cardstock. That's all that you need. That's all that you need. You don't have to have a fancy heat gun. You don't need all that. These are the things you need right here. Oh, and a paintbrush, whichever one you choose. And I got these at the Dollar Tree as well. So that's all that you need. Right. Because I'm going to try not to use my heat gun, what I figured I'd do is do the insides first, and then I do the outside last. And to be honest, I don't know that I'm going to put anything on the bottom. We'll see what I feel like when we get to it. So the first thing that I do is I come in and cut this card out of here. And I'm going to cut this as well. Just cutting the cardstock so that I could pull it out. I'll leave this one in there. Okay. Hopefully the lighting is okay. All right, so this is the image that we're gonna attempt to get onto this tin. All right. I am going to use my little notebook down here. Let me just turn this a little bit. But I do want to have, I like to have paper underneath. On my whip and chat, guys, I sat my tin down on a paper towel and that was no fun. So, all right, the first thing I'm going to do, the top of the lid is the biggest part. So this is going to be a different size than the rest. So what I do is I just take the top of the tin and I kind of lay it on my image and see, you know, if it's a bigger picture, you got to kind of line it up to see what you want to sacrifice off the picture. But I try to line it up the best that I can. That's her foot, so I don't want to lose a foot. Okay. Let me kind of put it down. And preferably, like if you're cutting an image that you don't have to look at, you know, face down is preferred. So you're not drawing on the picture, but what's happening? I have to draw picture side up so I could see what I'm gonna lose or not lose. It's not really drawing, it's more like scraping the ink off. That's okay. Alright, so then I'm going to cut it out. Just follow the lines of the tin. The best that you can. Now, you can also follow the line for the curve. I'm going to try this. You guys, I'm really bad at the corner. When I made my first tin, I didn't have a corner cutter. However, after watching videos, that's how I found that one does exist. And I do like this one because you've got a small corner, a medium corner, or a large. For these, with the size of these corners, I use the large, which is this one right here. And you literally just stick your card in and clip. This is just a fancy side piece. You don't need it. It's just that I struggle with these corners, but I'm gonna try. So, see if I can get this. The cutting part for me is the longest part. So this might be a long video because I don't really fast forward through my videos. Speaking of that, guys, I had to take my intro out because for some reason it's making my videos sound like like there's that robot background, that and I don't like it. I'd rather not have an intro than to have a robotic background. I am not sure what's happening. You know, I'm new to YouTube, so I'm not, and everything I'm doing, I'm learning on my own, so I'm not fancy with the, you know, uploading and all that stuff, but I was, you guys are probably going to laugh at me, you other creators that are watching, but I was uploading from my phone to YouTube, downloading it from YouTube to my laptop, adding the intro, then re-uploading it to YouTube, and I'm like, no wonder why it sounds like a robot. I'm doing way too much up and down. But then I figured, okay, I'll just go from my phone to my laptop, add the intro, and upload it that way. It still happened. So I think I'm going to just take the intros out for a while until I figure out what I'm doing. All right, see, I cut corners and it's still not right. So what I'm going to do, let me see if the width is good. The width is a little long. So let me cut a little bit off this side. see if I can use my corner cutter. Let's see. This thing is nifty, I'm telling you. But you don't have to have one. If you're good at drawing corners and cutting them out, there's no need for this thing. I'm not good at that. So let's see. Oh, she's so close. She's getting really close. So what I do is I just try to trim us straight again. So I'm going to take a little bit more off without losing too much of the picture. And I'm getting close to her foot right there. So I'm trying not to lose any of that. Or this bird. I also have this canvas, guys, in my stash. I was so happy when I got her. Because I think she's discontinued now. And obviously people aren't going to want to make a tin for every canvas that they're going to do. But this is just a general idea of things you can do. I said it in my whip that I saw it in one of the Facebook groups, and I really wish I could have found it to give that person credit. It might have been, I'm thinking it was on Mrs. Crochet and Coffee and Rachel Ray's, what is that? Crafters Anonymous group. It might have been in there. It was before the holiday. But somebody was gifting her daughter a diamond painting, Diamond Art Club. And she made a matching tin. And I was like, oh my God, here I buy these things all the time off Patty Wax. And I could have made my own. I was like, what? So then that got me thinking. And I went and YouTubed it. Spent like a day or two YouTubing these tins. And they get fancy. People make them into prayer boxes, gift card holders, just storybooks. It's amazing what they do. You guys, this is just taking way too long. It's way too long, and I do apologize. It shouldn't take me this long to... This is kind of like a whip, right? Would this be counted as a whip? If it's too long, I'm not going to post this video. My apologies. I just want the top is more important than the bottom. Let's see. Taking way too long, Mariah. Way too long. Okay, I need to snip that corner and that corner. Let me see if I can shorten these corners just a little bit. I'm gonna have to go back to this corner clipper, guys, because let's see. Okay, that's good enough. Like, it is literally to the edge, but that's fine. Now that it took us forever just to do the top piece, it doesn't usually take that long, guys, but when you're trying not to cut out parts of the image, like I'm trying not to lose her foot, or, you know, there's like a little crystal thing right here. You can see I'm getting really close to things, and I'm trying to avoid cutting off anything important. Okay. Let me move this trash off to the side. Okay. Now that this is the top piece, I could put the purple on the bottom. You guys, I'm not going to do a bottom today. It's the same thing. You would trace, but you want to make sure you trace the bottom of the tin, not the top. for when you do the bottom. Now, the other thing you need is the paper. Actually, I think I said that at the beginning. This is cardstock. This specific one, this is a Tim Holtz, and I got it on Amazon. It does have reversible sides, but to be honest, like you hardly use any of it. So if you can find yourself one stack of paper, which, you know, the craft stores go on sale. If you can find yourself one stack of paper that works for you, then you're good to go. You can make a lot. So I also got, this is the other one I got. I got this one at Michael's with a 50% off coupon, and this is all the Zodiac, and it's double-sided as well. I like it because it's got moons and says magic and all that good stuff. Okay. I think I'm going to use this little packet. This is going to be my inspiration. Choosing your paper is kind of time consuming too. But look, how cool is that? She does have orange in her skirt, so I could use an orange. That might do. That might do me. Which I think is... I'm looking for scraps. This is the hardest part, is having all the pretty paper and what you want to do. Like if I had like rainbow paper or solid paper, but I don't have anything really rainbow or solid. Let's do... Let's do... Can you tell I was not prepared? Oh, there we go. That one might work right here. That one. And that one. We'll do some kind of purples. Excuse me. All right. So I'm going to do the top. Let's see. I'm going to use the bottom of this. I'm going to flip it over. So I'm using the bottom, which is small, and I flipped my paper over so I don't ruin my paper. I'm just going to cut it out the best that I can. There's no fancy way. I mean, like I said, once it's time to glue, you're moving. It's this part right here, like making it fit the tin. You guys, this is going to be the hardest, the longest, not the hardest. It's not hard. It's going to be the longest part. So the only thing... Okay. Trim this up some. The best that I can. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely the most time consuming. But it's a lot of fun, and I mean, you could do so much. You could paint these tins. You can, if you have paint, you could spray paint. I've seen people burn them on the pit, and it changes the whole thing of the, like the whole look. It's crazy. Okay. I need to snip these corners just a little bit. See if it works this way. Now you see why, ooh, it's not gonna do round. Now you see why I have a, well, it works though. Okay. Doesn't have to be round. Let me just snip the tips a little bit on these. I'm just snipping a little bit of the corner off. There we go. It fits nice on the top, except for it'll go that way. And let me see how that fits in the bottom. It's a little big for the bottom because the top is bigger, but I could probably make it work. So I'm gonna use that as a stencil. Struggling. All right, so I'm gonna use this one as a stencil now. And let's go. We could use any part of this paper. Let's go. Right here, just to get this paper used up. Oops. Okay, and I'm gonna trace. Try to not trace on your top piece. Okay. We're gonna cut it out now. Now I'm just gonna try to straighten this the best that I can. Cutting the corners. Cutting, just snipping the tips off the corner at an angle is easier than the rounding them off. You guys, I'm not a pro at this. So this is probably gonna be an all over the place how-to. I'm just showing you how I do it. I'm not saying it's the right way. There's probably easier ways, but this is just the way that I do it. And, like I said, between the matte and the, glossy, I recommend using the glossy. All right, she fits. Okay, so let's put these in order so I don't get confused. Okay, so this is going to be the top of my tin. Let's put it right there. This is the top inside of my tin. This is the bottom inside of my tin, and now we just gotta do the edge here. And all you do to figure out, because I'm gonna line the inside of this tin right here. One tip is when you're putting the glue, you don't want to get it in this little hinge right here. Try to avoid the hinge and try not to come up over the black. If you get any up here, that's okay. You could literally just wipe it off. But yeah, I like to line this. I did try to do one where you line the inside up here, and that was a big no-no. The tin won't open and it won't close. I had to pull the paper off. So I do not line the rim, but you could, You could put washi tape. You could put washi tape. I think they even have it this thick for the inside. You guys just use your imagination. There's no wrong or right way. I'm just showing you the steps of the way that I do it. Okay, so to measure this, I just want to hold it up. Actually, I'll use my ruler. And you can kind of see where that line is right here. Oops, right there. So okay. I'm gonna do a strip right here. Right. Putting it down on my paper here just so I can mark it. And it will go all the way across. From experience, I know that I'm gonna need one whole width of this right here. Okay. And then I'm gonna need a short piece over here. Just gonna measure the little short piece. I don't know measurements, but to be honest, since all the tins are different, guys, you want to make sure that you're doing your own measurements. Or lining it up, I should say. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Cut out the long strip here. So these are going to be the strips for the inside. Okay, so let me see. I always take the big piece and I fold it like this and kind of put it in the middle. And then you want to line it up just to make sure before you glue it down. Like the gluing is the last step. So all your cutting you want to do first. So basically I am just lining it up. It all fits under this black rim, see? It fits in. So, and then this will also go in the back. I like to take the short piece after and glue it down. So, okay, we did it. So, put everything off to the side before we glue. So we have, just to recap, the top of the tin, the inside top of the tin, the bottom of the inside of the tin, and then these little strips are going to line the tin. All right, so now all we gotta do is glue. Since I'm gonna be handling it, I'm gonna do the very top last. I'll do the inside first, just so that you know, this glue does not take long to dry. It really doesn't. And again, you could probably use any kind, but I like this glue, which is the Mod Podge and Gloss. They have the sparkly kind, whatever kind of glue you can always experiment, but like I said, from what I've used, I know that the matte dries white and bubbly. This is my preferred. And so all I do, I don't prep the tin or anything. I literally just squeeze some on. And then I like this brush. You could use one of these brushes too, foam brush. But since there's going to be a little bit of glue streaks, I use this and kind of pounce it so that it gives like a textured look to it. That way, I'd rather have like a texture than glue streaks. So now I'm just going to literally get it all. I just want to get it on this part of the tin. I want to try to avoid getting it up on the sides, but if I do, that's okay. You just want to try to avoid it if possible. So just literally spreading this out. And it doesn't have to be perfect. There you go. It's just one thin layer. Put this down. Since there's writing on it, I want to make sure I put it the right way so it will fit on in there just like this. And then take your finger and rub it out. Again, it's, you know, crafting with nails is something else. But I do have my nail glue on standby just in case we lose one. Okay, I also like to take this brush, since it's round, and try to rub it. I go like this, just to kind of rub it down. Okay, and there you go. We got the inside done. Now moving on to the bottom. So when I do the bottom, the first layer of glue, I'm going to do it thin, and again, it could be thin. You don't have to go heavy. Thin layer of glue on the bottom, and I'm going to go up the side, up to right under this rim. I don't want to go all the way up to the top. So again, just pour a little bit of glue. That's another reason why I like these, because it's portion control. You could just, you know, put a little bit on there, put a little bit on your brush, but I just pour directly onto the tin and then pounce away. And then on these, since we're going to be doing the bottom, I hope my mouth is not right up on my microphone, guys. I'm so sorry. Since we're doing the bottom, I mean, you do want to see, I kind of take it and squish it right into the corner. The corners are important because we're doing the walls. And you do want to make sure that you get glue in those corners. So I just take and spin the tin and push the little brush up into that corner. Make sure you get those corners good first, and then just kind of go along the side, and then right here, again avoiding the little hinges if possible. Spread the little glue out. It doesn't take much. Come to this side, get up in there. Okay. All right, so now it's time to assemble. We're going to take the bottom, place it in. Take your fingernail, or your finger if you don't have nails, kind of rub it out. I have nails, so I use this stick just to kind of push it down. Okay, she's down. None of these are coming off. Now we're going to do the inside lip. So I like to make sure that what pattern you want is facing the inside. And I like to kind of fold it in half like this. And I'm going to stick it and kind of put it in the middle of the tin. like that. See? And then fold it down into the tin like that. And then take my thumbs right here where the corners are and push. You want to make sure you get them into the corners. And with the paper that I'm working with, my strips, I can't cut a piece long enough to go all the way around. I do have to do it in 2 pieces, but because I've been doing it, I know how. But see, it's lined in there. I got the tin lined up. And like I said, the corners, just make sure. I'll even use this for the corner. And then I take my finger and kind of push. Like, you want to make sure that you're pushing on these corners so that the corners don't come away. The corners are the most important part. This side, the back is drying a little bit, so I'm going to go back in with, especially on this corner. Just add a little bit of glue because, like I said, this stuff does dry quick. Then you're going to take this paper here, the short one, and you could see, you know, the back didn't get covered as well. So I do the same thing. I kind of put the middle in the middle of the tin, like the best that I can, and then you're just gonna push your corners in. You try to make it as even as possible. Sometimes it's not gonna be perfect, but that's okay. And then just rub it out. Now we got the back end. Same thing. Make sure these corners are good. Make sure it doesn't come up over the edge. Rub it out. Use the handle or anything round that you have, because you just want to push. Alright, so literally, guys, that's it. The inside of the tin is done. Now you could do matching inside. I get the mix and match inspiration from Patty Wax. She does mix and match, and so that, like I said, these are inspirations. I'm not stealing things or stealing ideas and selling them, guys. I'm crafting up something that I can keep for myself or gift or give away. This isn't a profit. Okay. So now that this is done, what I'm going to do is go ahead and coat it, and then we'll do the top. So all I do, let's do the top first. Squeeze a little bit. You don't need a lot. I've learned that lesson. And you're just going to, basically what this is doing, and you probably don't even have to do this step, but all that you're doing, I might have put too much. All you're doing here is you're just kind of sealing the paper. That's all. And making it look glossy and texturized. It would be perfectly fine if I didn't seal it. But again, I like the texture when I do the little pouncy moves. Pouncy pounce. I don't know what that was. Nice and easy. Doesn't take a lot. Now, this tin's not going to be dry, obviously, before the end of this video, because I haven't used my heat gun this whole time. Now, see how I got glue up on the side? This stuff is so easy to clean off. And then I'll take a Q-tip and just go along the edge the best that I can. Okay, there's a little bit back here. Just scraping extra. Okay. There. It's not perfect. I took some of the glue off in the corner. And when it dries, you're not going to know if there's a missed spot. But you get the idea. That's it. Look, I didn't even get it all the way up in these places. But you don't need to. Because nobody's going to notice the difference, to be honest. Okay. Okay. So, now we're going to move to the bottom and the side. They do have these I think there's a smaller one than this guy. There is. I have my little, but look, he's a little guy. Oh, he looks dirty, guys, but he's got ink from my. I'll show you. I have the, what's it called? Archive. Is it archive? Hold on. Archival ink. And I've been playing with the inks as well, but so don't mind that. But either way, this one might be good for the sides. I'll try it out. Okay, so now I'm just doing the same thing, pouncing around in the bottom. You don't have to worry about the hinges anymore because the hinges are covered, but you do want to, you know, get in the corners and up on your edges. See, I just kind of push. You can move this sponge like right under the, and then if anything gets on the black part, just wipe it off. Just move it along. Wipe it off. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Alright, so the sides I feel fine with. And then now let me just try to... Okay. Alright, I feel comfortable with that. So now this is the inside and it does look cloudy. That's okay. It's gonna dry clear, I promise. Okay, so we sealed the inside. Now we're gonna move to the lid. Take the top. I just put a little bit literally straight on the top here. I'm not even gonna use the little one. Take my little pouncer. Pounce it all across here. Doesn't have to be a lot because it doesn't, you know, doesn't take a lot. And then I, you know, make sure there's nothing on the edges, but with this brush it's pretty much stays on the top. All right, so I just did thin layer there. We're gonna take our photo and line her up the best that we can. And she's like literally just coming to the edge of this tin, but that's okay. Okay. Rub her out. Make sure that she's down good. Okay. So before I seal her, this is what she's gonna look like. This is the inside. And you guys, oh, I can't. I don't know. I'll see if I could do, I was gonna do a picture at the end, but I'm not sure that I can. Because I'm trying not to upload, download. We'll see. But this is gonna be the 10. I'm gonna try. I'll heat gun her and dry her and try to insert the picture at the end. If not, I'll put her in a thumbnail. Now I am putting it on the top, and as you notice, I didn't even let, with all these steps, I'm not even letting the glue dry because it just tries to dry pretty quick on its own. And you just use a little bit of glue. You don't need a lot. This is gonna give it the little shine and texture. And then from there, like, you could put little stones on the top. I've seen some cool steampunk ones I can't wait till I work on a steampunk canvas. Okay. Then get some going on her foot. Alright. So she's pretty cloudy. But no fear. She will dry clear. That kind of rhymed. Okay. Okay. Just kind of clean up along the edges. And there we go. You can already see it's trying to dry. Okay, so to recap her. Actually, let me see, guys, if I can. Let me see if I could. I'm gonna hit this. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna hit it with the steam or with the heat gun. But you can already see where it's trying to dry. So here it is. We finished our tin. This is the Remember Me tin by Myka Jelina. She is a little cloudy, but she's gonna be cute. I'll put her in the thumbnail because she'll be dry by the time this video gets up. And then this is the inside of the tin. Now when you're done with your tin, you can see it's already drying. The cloudiness is going away. But you can see how it goes to the edges. All the way around. Okay. To dry the tins, if you do it like me where you're just, everything's all glue, you would just put it down like this. Just kind of have it open, put it down and off to the side, and there you go. Alright guys, I hope this video was helpful. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm just giving you guys, you know, the tips and tricks that I do and how I do it. Again, all you need is glue, a tin or an Altoid tin, and a sticker, a paper, anything. And you guys can make your own. Make your own accessory tin. Hope you all have a great day. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.